Alright, so in the vise, over there, use this little brass hammer. Alright, so I hit on both of those guys right there. Them two. Pull it out. Oh, I really beat the crap out of her. Can you see it? Can you saw it? Can you see the two dents? Holy. I'm serious, I did it the other day. I hit him the other day. If you hit it, and then you take it, turn around, and then look at it, and it's not there, it's because you hit it in the wrong spot. Okay, so those two dents right there, I only see one dent. One dent farther back. So I don't know why it's hitting way back there. Because maybe I turned the key around. Alright, so I didn't bring my little, because I'm brain dead. Alright, so yeah. So I had two little dents under now. And I didn't bring down my little little grinder thing. Why didn't I bring it down? I don't know. I didn't bring it down. I just didn't bring it down. All right, let's tap on it. Let's tap on the other side. That's a little keeper on the end that if you take and mess with that, if you touch that, I've touched that already, and everything started to go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It started to go. You know what I'm saying in there? Anybody there? Oh. Hello? Alright, so alright, so you can see one dent there and one dent on the edge, with just pretty much like the others. It's pretty much like the other side. It's similar. It's similar. I don't know why I did that bump back there, but it doesn't really seem to matter yet. I'm thinking. There we go. Just two little bumps on the end. This is the locking collar that keeps it from coming out. There's something right there, but it keeps moving in, so I believe that that's it. Could be one right there. Yeah, there could be one right back here. If you see what I'm talking about. I'm going to go tap on that and see if that makes anything on the key. Alright, let's see. It does leave a very minute dent there. Can you sound the two dents? So we're just going to give her a little bit of just a little, yeah. That's what we're doing. two little, yes, just two little ones. You know what I'm saying? That guy just moves up and down, so that guy just moves up and down. Alright? And it doesn't matter on this side, so if I flip around, I hope you can see me. So I need to use this thing one time for it pays for itself. You know what I'm saying? I have not used it yet. So if you buy a piece of equipment, if you buy something, okay, if you buy something and use it one time, keep track of how many times you've used it. So I think I paid $60, maybe $70 for this last year. Not sure why. Maybe because I was thinking I was going to do a couple of projects with it. So this one here, if I was to take this key in to get it done, the labor for them to cut the two keys, to cut one key, to make one key is $50. So I paid I think I already said $8.49 for two keys. So plus the blank. So I'm going to say is this job here, if both my keys work, will pay for this piece. So from here on out, every time I use this thing, it's free. Free, free, free. Y'all love free. That's why you're watching YouTube, because it's free. Just saying. Just saying. So anyways, okay. So I got her locked in there where I think it's the way everybody shows how to do it. Because, you know, if you watch YouTube, if you watch YouTube, all these people are highly skilled. And they know. They know. Alright, so she's locked in like you're supposed to be. I'm sorry you can't see, but you know what? Neither can I. We both can't see. Alright, so we got it locked in the collar here at the edge, and it's flat as I can get it. One seems to be sitting over farther than the other. Yeah. Well, that's not right. That's not right, is it? So let's put them where they're supposed to be. This is why I'm talking to you guys, because you guys know how to do this. Somebody's had to work in a shop. Somebody's had to work in a key place where they did this. So we both got them lined up now. Why I say that is because one key was sticking farther than the other key and the other. So now we're going to start where it's supposed to be at. And now we're going to try to do this. Alright? Now there's a depth gauge on this guy that's supposed to run a certain way. So let's run to one side, see what she looks like. Now, do I flip the key and do the other side, or do I say the key is identical on both sides? How would I know if the key is identical on both sides? I could flip my master over and see if it's identical. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's your master? Well, the one that I used initially. Initially. What do you mean by initially? Alright, so we're going to use the master and see if she takes anything off. One of the problems I've found so far with this does not track in my belt is the wrong belt. Just saying. And we're saying that the master is the right key, which is totally different. But we're going to run with it because that's what we got. Alright? Got it? Good. So if you hear that noise, it's because the belt falls off. Alright, it's got to work because it's the same, right? Huh? Right? Them are the ones that automatically go down, and that's the one that stays up, bounces up when you put the key in it. And then when I put the key out, you can push it down. Maybe. There it goes. Alright, that was the second key, and I have not polished it. Alright. Second key. That's the thing that bounces in. That's the thing that may be an issue, and it's an issue on this one, on the second key. But I may be able to turn the key around. Let's see. Alright, so if I turn the key around, that bump disappears. So I just need to run that key, that second key, both ways. Both ways. Is it perfect? No. Will it work? Yep. There we go. We're down. Flip around. We're down all the way across. Alright. So there is your key cutting demonstration. All along you guys been waiting. You've been waiting for it. I know you have, just have. I mean, I don't know how you slept at night. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, guys. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. You've been waiting around for it, and I'm glad that you haven't fell asleep on me. Well, I cut 2 keys. Yeah. Now the question is, after I cut the 2 keys, do they look the same? Well, similar, aren't they? Aren't they similar? Humor me been telling me they're the greatest keys you ever seen. Huh? Yeah. See? Boy. Boy. Anybody else need some keys cut out there? Just send them to me. Yeah. 73 Super key cutting service. Alright. I want to put this together and see if she'll even see if she'll even, you know what I'm saying? See if she'll even work, I mean, after I cut them. Just cause, I mean, now I gotta get it in this thing. I gotta get it in this. Back in here. And, wow. Whew. It may be the, yeah. Yep. Now if I watch my own video, I may be able to figure out how to get this back in here. Probably not, though. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop, and I just put this back together. Now you gotta remember, I've already lost one of these screws in the. You don't want to see on the floor here. Shoo! You don't want to see on the floor, man. I'm telling you, you don't want to see my floor. Yeah, you don't. Not really. I'm just saying you just don't want to see the floor here, because it's just like, how would you even, how do you even plan to even look for the screw there and that? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to shut up right now, because, I don't know. Well, after my last video using the other mount, I'm bringing you up to date, talking about where I had the camera mounted is just terrible, so I had to move it. Actually, I got a different mount and put it in a different location. If you follow what I'm talking about, maybe some do, some don't. Pertaining to where I have the tripod mounted. So after all the monkeying around I did and watching other YouTube videos and cutting my keys as I did, finding out that watching other YouTube guys that seem to know how to cut keys, they don't seem to work after watching other videos. See what I'm saying? So that don't work. And so I got tired of it, and I took it in to the place that I have done other key lock stuff, and he cut it for me. And then I got part of the video where I'm putting it back together in here, and so hopefully it makes sense. I have not, by the time you see this one, you've already seen that video of the catastrophe of the attempting to make a key. So I'm exactly $16 into the hole of getting 2 keys that don't work. And I did show you that I did buy this key cutting thing like last year off of the marketplace. So the story of the Toro is sometimes you might want to check. You could take this apart, but you need to check with your local guy that does locks and see if how much it costs. And as I've already spoken, that I did that, and when I called and talked to a lady on the phone that seemed to be very overwhelmed with whatever she's got going on, told me $50. That's what set me in that direction, is to do my own. And so yeah, I probably should have took it in instead of try to save a minute and a half by calling. So what I have right now is, and down here on the floor and all the junk, I lost the screw for this, and so I went and tried to figure out what size screw it was in here, and I can't seem to make it out. So I went to the hardware and guessed at a couple screws, and I can't seem to get it. So why didn't I take the screw to the hardware? Because I've already lost one screw. I want to say that that guy right there is the right pitch. Of course, you guys can't tell that, but maybe just long enough. Maybe just long enough. Maybe not. No, I actually think I had this screw in my hoard. It looks like to me it's just a little short compared to the ones I've already had that that I spent money on. And you can't get it. So yeah. Yep. Welcome back. We got the camera right above me now. See what I'm saying? So you guys won't be left out of the shot from the other, you know what I'm saying? So apologize. My the crappy footage. Just throwing something together so you guys had something to watch. So you didn't think it croaked on you? Maybe one of you. So I really want to do. I mean, this is this porcelain stuff. You know what I'm talking about? The Bakelite. I think it's called Bakelite. I like to polish those stuff all up, but this is really not about. The video is about mainly about getting it running again. So Alright, hope you can throw that on the ground and then dig for it. At least this is big enough that if I drop it, I can find it. So anyways, I had this cylinder part, and some of you guys kind of was able to figure out what the heck I was talking about. But had it apart, showed that in some of the videos, and I can't even get this thing back in here right. And went to the lock cylinder place. Actually, called the lock cylinder place, got some lady on the phone that doesn't know what's going on. Not sure why she's there. I guess it's just to answer the phone. And so, yep. So, I mean, I called. I guess you guys can see this. The lighting's good enough. Yeah. And, I mean, I just soon, hopefully I would just soon, if it was only going to be a little bit of money, that you could have had them do it. You got to put it together right. So where's he talking about? Trying to figure out what I'm talking about. And she blew me out of the water. So I thought I'd do it myself. I do a self video. You know how I am. Not on the cheap, because if you're watching this video, it's because you want to do it yourself and you want it cheap. Cheap is cheap. So actually, I should put some kind of grease on there, but if you see this one, it's still got some on it. So it was a big fiasco, which most people know that dealing with any of these businesses anymore is just ridiculous, because they all know, I don't know. They all want to do the minimum, and want to get paid the maximum. Is that something new? No, it's nothing new. What that is? If you see that number right there, it's a 7 and a 4. Interesting, eh? So anyways, I started to do it myself. And I watched some YouTube videos. I think I've already posted this comment before, guys, so you have to bear with me, because I could go back and look at that video, but I probably won't. And to verify and try to piece this all together. And so, sorry, you have to bear with me, I'm old. Let's see. Good. I had to get another screw because I dropped the other one down here. So, anyways, trying to get back to what it was. It just turned into a big cluster. And so, after cutting 2 keys like the guy on the video said to do, and I think I might have posted that, or I'll try to post it in this, or I'll put it in front of this. One work and one don't. This one here that I notched works at the top. See? That one works, but they're supposed to be able to turn them both ways. And you can't. Oh, well, now it's working. I don't know how that worked. Okay, so I didn't burn up too much money. Okay? Because like I said, I spent this kind of money, that kind of money there on 2 keys. So it looks like I got 1 key that works and 1 don't, I guess. But maybe. Nope. Still not gonna work. Nope. I can jigger it, make it work. Wiggle it enough. But anyways, this key that I finally took to the lock cylinder works. And it works both ways, right? Yeah, see? Oh, works both ways. Sorry. Should probably look at the viewfinder when I'm trying to show you something. But anyways, right? Now, I got this guy that I spent money on, that I showed in previous videos that I spent money on. It's supposed to cut keys, and it didn't say what kind of keys to cut, and so I tried that. So what I did was, I did what the guy said: stick the cylinder in the cylinder and tap on it, and get you two locations, and then take and file that, which I can't seem to file it. So I used it on my little grinder, the wheel on the and I was able to do that, and I was able to do the other side. And if you were to look at that key, you would think it might work, huh? I mean, that don't look bad. It looks like somebody cut it that kind of knew what they're doing, right? Here's the second one. I mean, it looks like it might work. It doesn't have great big huge gouges and all that jazz. But they don't work. This one does work. So this guy has to go back on the bike. Alright? Alright. We're going to cut this video here. This is going to go back on the bike. We'll piece it back together. Alright? So cylinders back together. Scores. We'll see you in the next vid. Alright, so I didn't finish that up, what I was talking about. So I had to think about it a bit. So anyways, I had to take this cylinder in, the cylinder and the key in, and tell them what I wanted. Told me to come back. Said that I could come back that next day. That day I said, well, I got some errands to do. I don't need it till tomorrow. I'll get it done. So anyways, the next day I come to get it. He said the guy's sick. He might be out for 3 or 4 days. Okay. So then I find... Seriously, I found the guy that... No, this doesn't work out at all. Holding it up in the air. Does it? Yeah. Talking to a camera up now. So I found the guy that did me some cutting keys before. So I went spieled with him, went round and round and round and round with him. Jeez, you guys listen to my... You guys need an award for listening to me. I finally made a conversation with him, and he said, get the cylinder, get the key, bring it in. If you're not in a hurry, I said, I've already waited, I don't know. I waited a while before I even did any of this. I went there to get the key, the cylinder, and the guy said, it's done. So after all this conversation with this other guy, when I went there the next day to pick it up, because who knows when they're going to get it done, I picked it up. So, this is what I paid. Can you sant it at the bottom? This is the company's name. I dealt with them before. It was $17 and some cents. Can you make it out? Alright. So needless to say, if the lady wouldn't have blew me out of the water at $50, if she wouldn't have blew me out of the water at $50, I wouldn't have tried to save the money by doing it myself and learning by myself, which we did learn, didn't we? We did learn. $5 of that was just to look in the book to see the coding or something to the effect, the coding of it. I don't know, it's just another way of them. Anyways, yeah, so I would have saved all that time if she wouldn't have blew me out of the water at $50. She probably might have blew me out of the water on purpose. This is what these little big businesses do. They throw you a big price. you'll run like I did, and then I turn around and come back because I couldn't make it work, and they know that. So, all right, so that's the story. And the key lock cylinder. Sometimes it's better just to take this, if you can take it apart, or you can just take the whole cylinder into them and tell them what year it is. They can set it up for you, or you can get a key from Ace Hardware, is where this one came from Ace Hardware. And I already showed you the price of that. So, enough of this video.